Trust you all are doing well. So I'm about going out and need to fix myself a quick lunch. Lunch? It is past lunchtime. What am I talking about now, guys? So I made this bean stew. We just I normally batch cook, and I keep some in the fridge and freezer, and you know, whenever I'm in a rush to go somewhere, I just fix myself something quick to eat. So today, you know, I need to use up my plantain, which has been in there, which is nearly going out of its mind. And since I don't want to turn it into banana bread, I just thought I should have it cooked. Oopsie. I should have it cooked before I lose it. You know, you either use it or you lose it. That is a term we use out here in some institutions. So, there. So this one is just a quick fix before I go out. Should have been out long ago, but I've been here lazying about and procrastinating. So do bear with me. You know, they should have been used for Kele Willy, eh? Kele Willy. Anyway, the thing is, the plantains you get here, or I think most of these plantains, some of them come from Ghana. But the sad thing is, the quality seem not to be like the ones you buy in Ghana, because when they are green, they take very long to ripe, and when they are even ripe, the color goes a bit funny. It's not like it will normally be, you know. I guess it's because of the weather, you know, it's because of the weather, because this is not a place where you get to grow plantains. Taste of the Caribbean, the taste of the Caribbean. As Catherine Tate will put it, the taste of the Caribbean. So this one is just a quick one. And as you can see, I've got my bean stew, which is all ready. My bean stew, which is all ready. Now, this is not black-eyed peas. This one was kindly brought from Ghana by my sister. They look grayish, and they are very tiny, very tiny. So I had to turn it into a bean stew. I've still got loads. Hi Jay. I've still got loads there, but you know, this red, which is the name given to fried plantain, beans, and gari. I am not a fan of gari. In fact, gari, eba, soakings, all those stuff, I am really not a fan of it. I got put off eating gari and even beans. I got put off eating these during my school days because the food that were served in the dining room. Hi, Janice. This food that was served was awful, as in terrible. And, you know, I can't describe how awful it was enough, because no one really cared. All those food, the caterers that prepared food for students, and they were all awful. The farmers themselves, and I think it's mostly due to the fact that a lot of them, did not have that passion for what they do. Because if you're really passionate about your profession, you will try to do it or to present it in a very professional, in a very proper way. I am talking of you going to buy grains, or you going to buy, things in the market, and they are filled, or they are full of weevils, they are full of insects, they are full of all these awful things that, try to eat whatever these farmers produce. So these farmers will also leave them as they are, and then will sell them like that. And because most of these caterers that cater for schools in Ghana do not care, because most of them are thieves. Most of them will steal half of the food to their various homes because they are in charge, and all the people that work with them will do as they are being told, because you listen to the boss, whether it's ethical or not, they will listen to them. So they will prepare this food, and you will look at the food and it's full of insects. It was full of, so that used to put me off a lot. Until date, that has played on my mind all these years, that till date, to get me to eat something like this, it's a problem. Like, it will take a lot of effort for me to agree to eat something like this. So, sadly. But I don't like anything Gary as well. Anything Gary, nah. I'm not a fan. I will eat Gary when... honestly, I would rather stay away from eating Gary. It doesn't matter whether I'm desperately hungry or not. That is how Gary is a no for me. But, so what I tend to do is to prepare or to have this dish of those Gary and beans. I will rather have a lot of beans to eat with than to mix it with Gary. There. That is all. Then I need to work out my... So guys, this is it. Very simple. So after making your beans, all you just have to do is to fry off your plantain. Plantain, when it's ripe, is sweeter. It tastes like banana. It looks like banana. But it is very rich in iron, especially when it's still green. Very, very rich in iron. And what other things will they eat with this in Ghana? Chili, hot chili. So you blend some chili with some onions and some tomatoes and salt. Of course, you have to season it. And, that goes on that as well. But hi, Melissa. Hope you're good. But I have made my beans into a stew, and you know, I'm just going to have that. So guys, you're all invited. Mm. Mm. It is nice and tasty and a little bit spicy because I like spice. You know, this is how it looks. This is how it looks. So the dish, red, 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 red. I don't know why they call it that, but you know, and it's a street food, very popular street food when you get to Ghana. Um, yeah, much loved by laborers, people who do labor work. So construction workers, um, the porters in the market. You know, it's because it's heavy and it will, last them, or it will keep them going for a very long, day, or it will keep them going all day. So mostly, this is what they will have for breakfast. You know, they will have this for breakfast on their way to work. There's nothing like break. You know, you go work, you get paid less, you finish, and then you go home, and that's you done. Anyway, guys, I need to go sit down and eat hurriedly because my time is almost up to go to where I'm going. But I'll be doing a few lives later on, hopefully before it gets dark. So thank you for spending this very short time with me. I hope you learned something about this dish, or this red. Yeah, give it a try. If you're ever on holiday in Ghana, go try something like this. Or if you go to any African shop, you can get a plantain to buy, and you can also get beans to buy. Buy your beans, cook it or boil it till it's soft. You can actually have the beans without turning it into a stew. So the reason why people tend to add chili with this, or how it is sold in the street, is to make enough profit. You haven't got the luxury of preparing a whole stew, adding everything that goes into a stew. And when I talk of a stew, I'm talking of a chili sauce, tomato sauce. So tomato sauce is what we call a stew. The tomato sauce that you add to your meatballs, that is what is known as stew in Ghana. So you prepare something like this, boil your beans separately, add it to it. The food vendors wouldn't do that. They would just heat up some oil, palm oil, which normally looks red. I know out here in England, palm oil looks whitish, but you don't get that in Africa. When you talk of palm oil, it looks reddish. And just fry up the oil with some onions and pour it onto your beans. That is it. You can eat it like that. And this is where people add a little bit of gari to make it harder, and nah, I can't do that. It's too heavy, too heavy. Anyway, thank you guys, and Catch you later. Bye.